Just about. Just about. Almost. Not entirely. Not quite all the way. We'll be close, though. We want to make sure that we have everything switched on properly. Please take your seats, everybody. Get organized. Get yourself ready. We've got a big one for you tonight. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep, we do. All right. All right. Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ee. And welcome once again, folks. Hello to the stream, hello to the viewers, and you're here with Alternate History Gaming and me, Bank60s, your humble and gracious player host once more. It's time to jump back into our Scourge of War long-term battle epic project. I'm not going to spend too much time on the particulars here. We're just going to get the single-player situation going once more. Let's get it. Stones River, here honoring the men who did the fighting right here around. And by the way, Happy New Year. We are honoring this in about the same time that they were doing it, those many, many years ago. We have begun an attack on the flank. Going pretty good thus far. Let's retreat, you fellas. Pull back a bit. Let these cannon do a little more work. Let's put Vaughn on a hold at all costs for the time being. He's going to stay on a defend now. No. I don't want you guys doing that. Go do that. Let's get up here. Let's get Reigns in on this action right here. And we're going to go after this next brigade with our artillery support here. So, I want you guys. I want you shooting at him. I want you guys shooting. Shoot. Okay. Can we try and shoot at these guns, please? Trying to win the Battle of Stones River right here, y'alls. Trying to win this sucker. Do we have shell? Yes. Boom, shell. Fire that gun. Shell. Fire at that gun. Mr. Reigns, sir, you go ahead and you get yourself on an attack. Okay, I'm getting excited here. Supply train, we need you. This, I think, is going to be a pretty awesome finale altogether. I think I like the way this is going right here for the most part. Vaughn will continue dealing with whatever they've got here. Let's fight in the woods with a ton of Yankee artillery clumped up here. The other thing I was thinking, Anderson, you were on my mind. Let's get him forward. Let's move him up 300 yards. Let's have Anderson, Stewart, Donaldson, who we will bring to here. I think we've got to get the momentum of this attack going right at the old slaughter pen area there. And we got to use some of Breckinridge's troops to attack this area. Push him back more up the hill here. We're going to have to coordinate that, though. We're not quite ready to make the move just yet. Okay, Polk. Woods Brigade? Where is he? Alright. His brigade's gotten a little split up. But let's go ahead and let's take them here. These boys have continued to want to make trouble here. I know. Polk. Everybody's off. You're back on. Forward 100. No. Right here. Line. Alright. And we'll go ahead. We'll get to the edge of the woods. Part of it out in the open. Probably want to go ahead and just make sure that everybody's in cover here. So, there. There. Polk will run into this brigade. Then we'll get Loomis back in the action once again. And he'll support from over here. Ah, here, how about this? We got Federals on the fallback now that they see a whole brigade coming their way. How about that? Loomis. He's been in the stuff all day, man. Actually, no. God dang it. Stop. I want to attack, see all that artillery there. I want to attack all of that, and I want to swamp it. If I can. Shoot! Look at all this. They got a whole other brigade here. 2 more here. Okay. Looks like we're on the advance here. Everybody's getting tired. Some of Rain's troops not doing so hot. First 27 Tennessee Infantry regiments are coming forward, somewhat haphazardly exposing themselves a bit. We're going to try to bring them help to 6th and 9th Tennessee. Maney's brigade. Get the 4th Tennessee from Maney here too. Bring them forward. Looks like we may have backed their artillery up into their infantry, caused enough confusion. Ah, damn it. Okay, they're retreating now. Let's give that back to the AI right there. Rain's regiments all together here with some help. Wheeler. We need him up here sooner rather than later. Get back. Fall back. Look at this, man. This cavalry fight out here, man. It's been bloody. All right, let's see. See if we can jump back into chat here. Take me a second. Appreciate everybody who's along. Remind you, please do smash that thumbs up button for me. If you're new watching, subscribe. We're growing still, and I had a post today. My hat's off to Preacher. My heart's out to you, sir. He is officially the first paying member subscriber here at Alternate History Gaming on my channel with me, Bank60s, and I couldn't be more grateful, dude. It means a whole lot. And if you are a paying member on the channel, I've got plans for MP in the future. So it'll involve essentially like we play, and if you beat me, you get some membership money back. Is kind of what I'm thinking of on that. I'll probably have to put together a Discord channel and work things out in that arena a little bit better and make sure that I'm a little more available. But that is definitely something I want to try and put together. Gosh, these two Yankee brigades are hanging tough out here. We're still targeting their artillery, or did they move back out of the way? So let's go back to targeting infantry all across the board. Fine. This is the main thrust, as it were. Now we got to go back and check on Polk next. These boys shoot at infantry. Tell you what, this battery, let's go ahead and let's bring them here. Moving again, gents, moving again. Trying to get these Yankees out of here. Needed to come over and check on Polk. This is looking pretty good. With Wood and Polk together. Polk. Okay, you're off take command now and you're on a defend. Okay, Anderson's up. This is going to start with him. Anderson, Donaldson, Stewart. We're all going over here toward the slaughter pen. So here we go. Anderson goes here. Double line. This is one of Breckinridge's brigades. New one, Jackson. He goes here. In line. Preston. He goes here in line, and then we'll probably press him against this side of the Yankee line here, just to keep pressure up there. Anderson's going to have to try to squeeze his troops through the back here. At the same time, we are going to move up our guns here. And we're going to do it here too. Not far necessarily. Bingo. We're just going to come right at this area here. I believe that's the old slaughter pen there. We're going to need him. We're going to need him. Okay. We've got Manigault. Let's just bring him up so he can protect the rear of the guns here. Okay, now Donaldson, he comes forward here. double line. We'll have 3 brigades that come straight at that area there. And then it's time to start bringing more Breckinridge's troops over. We've got to start pushing this side, I think. It's just a thing now that we have to do. Let's cross right here. Dink. You guys. Come on. We'll have 3 of Breckinridge's brigades fresh over here. And hopefully this helps us. Whew. It's tight. It's tight here, man. This is a This could be a rather climactic finish maybe here. They're holding us here. These guys are all... There we go. Oof. This is going to suck for this regiment. Out in this open field near this farmhouse here, we've got canister going out against these troops now. Ouch. Come on, boys. Double time it out there. Help out your guys. Their artillery is having a similar effect. I'll tell you what. Our cab out here is not doing so hot. I'll tell you what. They're really genuinely pushing us back now. Wheeler, we need you to speed it up, buddy. Double time with 4 fresh regiments. We've got the 6th Kentucky Cavalry finally routed. Well over 50% casualties out there from Buford's brigade. Son of a gun. All right, here we go. 2 regiments. Right at him. We'll charge him. Get him moving. 29th North Carolina and the 3rd Georgia Battalion close in on the 13th Ohio that's getting blasted by canister. It's just a terrible day for them right here. Charge. Charge. Holy smokes, fellas. Crazy, crazy slaughtery fight out here, man. Holy moly. Come on, boys. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Now, you fellas, get back out into a line. Let's wheel around. Got them to surrender. That's just wonderful. Okay, we need to back up. All right, how are we doing? Are we getting ourselves in order here? Okay. We're going to get the whole brigade. Just mowing right into these guns. Right here. Let's get these guys back in the woods right here. We need for them to get 2 shot up. Alright, here we go. Straight at the dang slaughter pen right here. Get in there. Go assault columns up. Artillery up. Good. Okay, Stewart pulls up in reserve capacity as the assault in the center goes in. Time to bring these boys forward. Let's just have him move the whole formation ahead 1,000 yards. These guys will kind of take their spot. Adams Brigade. I think this is the Orphan Brigade. Maybe? I forget. 7 concurrents on the stream tonight. Perhaps a big finale for Stones River. We don't have a whole lot of time left, everybody. I think we've got 2 hours to go in this battle epic. And it has been a really enjoyable experience, hasn't it, man? Holy smokes. A little education. And just how massive and epic this stuff was, man. And how it lasted all dang day. These poor sons of guns. These guys are weary. Let's go ahead and help out this brigade. Let's bring these fellas over and shift them to this side of the line. Double quick with the 5th Tennessee Infantry. All right, waiting for orders here. I'll tell you one thing we want to do. Get these guys out of here. Forward. Double time. Everybody undertake command. Strike up the trumpets, boys. You got Wheeler's Brigade. Getting ready to make a charge right here. Go. Charge into him, damn it. Yes. Get those dismounted troopers. All right, peel off here. Charge at him. Chase him down, chase him down. Boy, our attack over here sure seems to have weakened a bit. Retreating. Pull back. Hey, are we breaking them here? Donaldson, everybody, all out attack. All out attack. Go, go, go. Straight into the guns, boys. Today is the day for glory. For the women. Nice volley into him. Let's go. All right, we're going to push these fellas back. I think we might crack their center all in one swoop here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Can only hope. Putting pressure on every quadrant, every sector. My God. Loomis, we're gonna need you one more time, dude. Oh, I want this one. Okay. All right, Wheeler's cavalry is in it now. Take everybody off. Attack. You. Let's mount you back up. Let's go ahead and let's make this thing unfair. A desperate push. Push, by God. Every moment that goes by is kind of a moment lost for the Confederates to smash the Union Army against Stones River, and so we got to try to treat it kind of like that over here. All right, back over to the center again. All right, we moved off their artillery support. We're bending back their infantry. Jackson's brigade is getting involved up here. Donaldson's brigade's getting involved up here. Let's go. Okay, no. Attack. Up here. Attack. All-out attack for Anderson, right? Okay, these guys are going to retreat. They don't like it. Can't blame them. Donaldson's brigade pushing in the center here. Got a lot of artillery casualties for the Union here. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, now we're going here. Regiments go here, here. An attack move, go, go, go. Here, in an attack move, go, go, go. And join the line up in an attack move there, go, go, go. Now you. All out attack, do it. The rebel lines push forward. Across the field, by God. We're gonna get 27 Mississippi into these guns. Charge him, God dang it! 27 Mississippi Infantry Regiment in a desperate attempt to move these boys out. Oh no. Charge. Come on. Come on. capture these damn guns, man! That or get him to move back. This is doing good. We got fresh brigades in the center here. Ah, crap. I did something to lock my camera in place. Shoot. I'm going to have to do a save. And have to get back into it. Yeah, if I could move my camera, let me get over there. Let me get over there. Single player. Oop. Mason jar NAB right here. Mason jar NAB right here. Know what I'm talking about? There we go. We've got quite a bit of support around the slaughter pen here, so I don't think it'll be as much of a slaughter pen as it was historically. Let's bring Liddell out. All across the line. We attack. Shoot, we lost one of Polk's regiments. Keep fighting, gents. Oh, the fighting gets desperate out here. Woods Brigade's still in it. Polk. Probe. Wood. Probe. Ector. Attack. McNair still attacking. Good. Wow. He only has 305 of his men left. That's crazy. Here's McCown. Fantastic. And looks like our attack up here is just about finished. We need Maney to pull back with his men and reform, retreat. We need this battery to pull back as soon as it can. Rains Brigade routed. Oh, crap. Over here, the cavalry fight continues, but... oh, no. Oh, good, okay. These guys can still be rescued. Wonderful. Buford's guys, okay. How about these guys retreat? These guys retreat. Brigadier General Wheeler. Defend for now. Ah, man. Well, this wasn't quite as successful as I would have liked. Let's get these guns up here. Right there. Right here. That federal artillery was a little more effective than ours, it looks like. Gosh darn. This is Cheatham. we need these 2 brigades to get reformed back here. Vaughn. Damn. Yanks are going to push. We got a battery commander that out here that got killed. These guns, double time it to here. These guns, double time it to here. You guys are retreating still. You guys double time it to here. Ah, shoot. Get these guns back. Double time. Let's get Maney on a hold. Oh man, got some of Polk's troops who are out of ammo here. Whew, this stuff makes me sweat. Alright, we're all in all-out attack there. Could be doing better. Routed unit from... I'm not sure whose brigade. Loomis? Can't tell. Go ahead, back up. Still got a bunch of Yankee artillery in there. Loomis, what are you doing? Go ahead and attack, brah. Liddell, go ahead and attack. Got a routed unit there. Urgh. That's Anderson. Gonna make more progress here, it would appear anyway. This brigade out here. Probe. Let's try to swamp these guys. Holy moly! Got an advance here. Got more troops here. Got pushed back here. Come on, boys. Sheesh, I think we got to focus on this here now. Bring this cavalry over to help. Break for the rear there. Shoot. All because they had that one battery there. Damn. That's a support there at least. Okay, back over here near the slaughter pen. Looks like we got this attack underway from Breckenridge. Gonna press them all across this line. Gonna press them all across here. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. What? That is incredible. Damn it. Slaughter pen indeed. It appears that they've got the high ground here. Taking advantage of that. Let's get the ammo moving. I need to get them reloaded. I need to get these cannon reloaded, and I need to move them forward up here. In fact, let's go ahead and get these guys going. Treating. God dang it, they're all shaken up. Too many Yankee cannon out here, guys. Dang it. Let's see if we can charge at this one. Go get him, by God. Ugh. Charge him. All right. Yankees on the run here. Oh! Wow, that routed him. 39th has had enough from Loomis's brigade, finally. Wow. This attack on this side, Breckenridge, is looking all right. Come on, boys, come on. Come on, push it, push it, push it, push it. Push it. Hayward. Defend. Wheeler. Probe. We need to... We got to figure out how the heck we're gonna take this point and hold it. Not sure. I'm not sure. Starving Santa, Happy New Year. Thank you for joining in. By the way, click that thumbs up button, subscribe for me, man. We want to grow this channel. We want to get this thing going, baby. Thank you for joining in, man. Appreciate you. And Happy New Year once again. Crap, 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 crap. All right, you hold at all costs. Get out here. Form your line. Ah, more Confederates being raked. Pushed back out of here. We don't want any part of that mess. We need to rally enough regiments to just go after those guns all at once is what we really need to try to do. Oh my gosh, they've got so many in here. Oh man. I don't know. What are we looking at? 13,000 casualties for us now. Whew. That's over a third of the army. Oh my gosh, who are these Union troops that just keep pushing us off here? No! Maney's brigade just about gone. We got to reface. Vaughn has got to try and hold these guys in these woods right here. Ah! Let's go capture these guns if we can. Come on, boys. 16th Alabama. Gonna take some canister going in. Ouch! Slaughter indeed. Holy moly. Come on. Come on. Ah! Come on, keep your morale, boys. 16th Alabama. Gonna find glory in this nasty, nasty battle. One way or another. Go take this gun. Go take this gun, boys. They take a volley on the way in. Several guys go down. Oof. Oh my gosh. They're not going to be able to catch it. Or are they? No. These guys need to come up here. Double time. You guys, hang tight. Let's go. Push, push, push. Push up at these guns. You guys, go, go, go. 16th's not done yet. Drive those guys off. The 5th up here. Can we charge that gun right there? Come on, boys. Come on, boys. A brave charge. Yeah, if we go anywhere in here. If we go anywhere in here, we're just freaking toast. Countercharge. Go. Into the flank. Charge. Nah, you guys, get out of there. You guys, get out of there. Who is this? McCown, right? These boys get reorganized here, here, and here. Frantic around the battlefield. You guys, I need you to attack. Back these fellas up. We'll have artillery on the flank. That'll help. Got one of our captured guns. Let's bring him back. Alright, here we go. Nope. Not them. Let's raid with him. We are in rough shape. Just in rough shape. Okay. You come on over here. Oh, man, I'll tell you. I don't think we've got the strength to do this. I just don't. I think we need to do a full brigade retreat here. I think we need to do the same here. Let's get all these guys on a hold at all cost now. Get on out of here. Woods Brigade, retreat. Get on a hold at all cost. That part of the attack is finished. Over here maybe it, although I'm not sure. Those troops on the left are just too beat up. Retreat here. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think we're going to have enough to break them. And I always try to keep in mind, in my mind, the realistic idea that you're, as the army commander, you know, Bragg was under the obligation to try and keep his army from being destroyed itself. And so, oh, look at all of those cannon up there. Oh my. Oh my. Retreat. Everybody get back. Everybody get back. Damn. Chalmers Brigade right there. We got two more we could throw against them, but just got this sense about it. Sense of futility somewhat. I don't think we're going to get this one, everybody. I think we are going to have to... I think we're going to have to pull back. I mean, I could do a clever deal over here and try to... Wow, look at this. Yeah. No. Get back. Get back. You boys. let's get everybody back if we can. Thought we might have had this one. History is honored today. Take them off of a raid. Get them over here. These guys, get them over here. Okay, we're running them off. Right there. Right here. Line. Gotta fiddle around with this a little bit longer than I'd like. Got to get everybody going here. Fresh cavalry brigade for the Union. Too much strength, man. We got another route. Don't need to go that way. New slaughter pen, right? Holy smokes. Hulk, let's get you back, man. Get everybody back. No. Come on. Get back. Get back. You guys get back. Stay on a hold. Sheesh. Damn. Tough one right here, dude. Tough one right here. I don't think we're going to be able to push these guys out of here like we'd intended on for this battle. Damn, man. It was looking good for a hot minute. Just don't think we're going to have the strength to do this thing here. Gotta save the army, man. Try to get this whole brigade back together again. Man. I'd say retreat here. Too much enemy firepower. This is where we're still making some progress, and I may keep the fight going here for the sake of just, you know, making sure we've got pressure applied somewhere. Stewart and Manigault there holding the line in that spot. These boys, come on up here. Loomis. These guys, this brigade has been absolutely battered, man. This is crazy. Nuts, crazy nuts. Hulk. Right here. Try to get your guys in formation. Wood. Right here. Try to get you guys in formation. So we'll do this whole mess of backing off, you know. We'll go through these motions. See here, Vaughn is still having trouble with this one remaining brigade. Hector. Let's see, we keep him somewhere out here. Like that. I want to be able to just run these guys off for good. This artillery should help. Let's reload it. Gonna try to rebuild the line at least. Oh my word, what a terrible carnage here. We may have to take, let's take Adams. We may need to bring him forward here. Chalmers, buddy. Why'd you guys all stop? These guys are panicked. Let's go. Gotta retreat here. Need these guns to redeploy. Go. Go. Get the supply wagon over, get it ready to distribute. Retreat. Did we capture this supply wagon maybe? Keep up some pressure down here in the slaughter pen. Hulk's brigade. Troops there ended up over this way, I guess. I'll keep this battery here. Okay. Man. Man alive. About an hour into tonight's stream. And I would say, generally speaking, we have ourselves a pretty inevitable defeat on our hands. We're going to score it. Let's retreat. Let's retreat. Same with you. Now you're hold at all costs. Same with you. Preston, hold at all costs and retreat. Let our guns get set up here. Let's bring Adams up behind these guns. Well, I guess we could bring him just straight forward right here. Just guard this area in case of a counterattack. Let's bring this wagon by these guns here. Back in the woods, boys! Back in the woods, damn it! Reface these guns here. Retreat. Keep going. You too. Keep going. These boys could probably come back up to their former position. They'll have some supply. No, keep retreating. Retreat. Retreat. Got a Yankee counterattack underway. They're gonna come get us. All right, we'll bring Palmer's brigade over too. All right. We'll go ahead and fight a little bit here. Battle back this counterattack here. Let them come in the woods here if they like. Let's take this brigade. Let's get them here in line with Donaldson. Let's actually make it more like this. Let's bring this guy here. Yeah. Jackson over here with Breckinridge's division. He wants to keep fighting. Probably would be well served by at least bowing up, as they say. Good deal. Preston, hold at all costs, guy. I'm going to shake 20th Tennessee Infantry out. See if we can't move these fellas off. I think up on the left we're doing better. Yep. Vaughn, nope. Retreat. Retreat. You guys get to here. These guys will run off. Good. One lonely gun right here trying to do as much damage as it can. That stuff happened in the real thing, huh? Let's get him back. Take care of the cab out here on the flank. They got more coming. Like Shiloh, is there a big Yankee counterattack coming our way? I don't know. All right, boys. We'll get Chalmers back in here. Saturate these Yanks with some more artillery. Try to hold fast in here. Got routed troops from Loomis. Go here and here. We've got one regiment left from Loomis's brigade. It looks like all the rest are going to go join. I got a bunch that are going to go join the Yankee lines over here. What? Wow. This is when you can kind of take it all in. This is when you can take it all in. The devastation of Stones River. Wow. Battlefield with so many moments, man. That's crazy. All through here. More of the morning's action up this way. Whew. Sure scars the landscape, don't it? Okay, we got more fighting to do here. Retreat. Get out of the way of the cannons. And then let's get this guy forward. Artemis. Well, I think we're gonna notch a defeat in this one, as was the case in history, man, for the Confederates. We are on the back foot now. We're kind of holding the line. I think we're gonna take this one to the end of the scheduled scenario. We're gonna tally up some points. I think it's gonna lead up to a minor or major. It might be a major defeat here in this army scenario. Might have been too much, too many casualties, too bold through the course of the entire day, perhaps. Come on at us, boys. We got one Yankee brigade here that's gonna stay aggressive. Another one here that might do the same. I think those are Thomas's troops. Let's take Stewart's brigade and let's reform him here. Double line. But yeah, kind of like the real thing, I mean, frankly, we've really just kind of run out of men. We don't have enough men or artillery to notch a win in this bad boy. Here we go. Got a little cav fight going over this way. This is where they're pushing back on us here. Let's fall back into the woods, shall we? Third Alabama Cav is going to retreat. First Confederate Cav is going to rout. Damn. Yeah, this is an 11-hour slog on the attack. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one. I think I probably could have done quite a bit better with my artillery early on. Come on, boys. Oh, we're shaking. Stop. Dismount. Get back in the woods, boys. You know, the different things that I could do better, I'm not sure about. This was a tough one. You know, this was always going to be a tough one for the Confederates to win in real life. And it was always going to be a tough one for us to win here. I'd say we contract our line even further. These guys need to come back here. Let's get these guns back. Let's have Vaughn. Oh, okay. Back him up. But yeah, this has been a hell of an experience. I love it for kind of what it teaches you more than anything else. Got a Lieutenant Colonel Randall under command or in control of Vaughn's entire brigade now, which is pretty much routed. Retreat. Retreat. Hold. Willing. These guys have high morale. And now we're really just kind of trying to hold back any Union counterattack. I think there's a chance they may still come at us here. Got them all crowded up in here and over this way, but they've just got way too many cannon here. th Tennessee from Preston's brigade. They've had enough. All right, Chalmers. We're going to have him do this thing, and we're just going to charge these guys out of here once and for all. If we can't shoot them out, which we should, I think, be able to do. Does not appear that they are counterattacking right now. Just a back and forth mess. Off they go. Nice. Okay. Now they run into our guns, right? Holy smokes, almost 15,000 casualties, which is absolutely 100% over a third of the army. Inflicting about 12,000 on them. Tough fight. Stoic, hey man, I'm so excited to hear that you went ahead and you did that. Grand Tactician is great, and I'm going to get back to it. But Scourge of War is one worth having if you're into this like we are, you know? So, good on you, dude. Way to be. Glad they're making it more affordable for folks, too. That's good. And go back to my channel. You can dig around in the channel, and one of them is a top tutorials playlist. Now, I'm a little bit more from the hip, and I'm not able to spend as much time on doing a lot of detailed research and doing as much of a final produced tutorial video that's organized, you know, and laid out really specifically well. But I think, do a pretty good job of explaining how it is you control things in this game. And you can do it. You can do it. It's tough. It's more point and click. I think there's some efficiency things that maybe they could do a little bit differently within the engine and within the, you know, the game. But it is a little bit tough. And I would just urge you to have patience and just stick to it. Don't give up on the game. So yeah, this thing wraps up in a little less than an hour. We'll count it down. We'll be counting it down as this cavalry battle continues on this side. Back up. Let's go ahead. Let's move these guys here. Here. Retreat. These guys mount up. Come on over here. Fresh cavalry brigades come out, pushing us back on this side. And yeah, God, you see those casualties, man? 14,000 and 12,000. What a freaking slaughter this has been. Kind of just like the real thing. And if they want to stand there and take it from my artillery, I'm more than happy to let them do that. Except a whole bunch of my artillery still needs ammo. Let's get these refilled. Let's have Chalmers get out into a line. Yeah, I think we're going to enter into a stalemate and lull to finish up this battle. Look at this freaking battlefield, man. This is crazy. I've never quite had it like this over such a large area. You know? Yeah, this has been a big, big, big battle here. I think we would take Preston's cavalry likely and pull them back to kind of here. Keep this artillery going. And just hold the line all around here. With these boys in this field. Cavalry will get pushed probably all the way back to here. So I probably can't give I can't give myself credit for this victory point. I can probably only give myself credit for all of these. And the Harding House and Murfreesboro. That's what I'll be able to give myself credit for. And I'll go ahead and I'll count the 10 points every 10 minutes. I'll do the math on that for the entire 11 hours. So what would that be? Essentially 6 times an hour. So 60 times 11 is 610. Is that what that would be? Oh well. Yes, supply wagons will resupply infantry for your infantry as well. Yes. The supply wagons are one of those sneaky, difficult parts to kind of remember to use. You don't have to worry about all that so much in Grand Tactician. As a matter of fact, I kind of appreciate that a little bit, but you know, the level of realism you got to deal with there and logistics on the battlefield, to me, is actually pretty cool. It's a cool part of this game, for sure. And yeah, now you know, we'll be holding the line. A chance to probably just kind of BS with you guys as we get this thing into the finish. Let's reform. Let's reform here. Contract the line just a little bit. On the other side of these woods. Pull these guns back. And you know, this is something I'm kind of doing more out of a role play than anything else. This is something I kind of like to do. I like to try to challenge myself to just deal with managing an effective withdrawal, right? And you know, grit through the fact you know that this thing, you know, it's not a waste of time to keep playing. It's just that it's kind of decided now. It's probably a defeat for us, and we'll be retreating with the army, and all there is left to do is count up the dead, the wounded, and the captured. You got to do all this stuff, though. They had to do it all, right? You know, like, this is my, that's my other little thing. It's like, this is my itty-bitty little way that I can at least try and honor what the real guys did. Just in my own little way. Let's go. Randall. You take your section of the brigade here. Let's get these artillery on the move. We'll bring them back to here. Oh, that's Cheatham. Get these guns on the move. Come on. Little leftover cavalry action out on the flank. In the woods. Go ahead, pull back. Hold. Then you got more, you know, way out here. More devastation. Whew. Crazy, man. Yeah, the line will end up kind of probably bending back toward the Jennings house and that being it. Sweet. That cavalry fight out here will be pretty much the last thing. Count. Supply wagon. Whew. Yeah, man. What a damn fight. This is these are always really memorable experiences for me. That's another thing. I love this stuff so much. Too much. Supply wagon is going to come over here. Finally get these guys resupplied. Down here, here, and here. This supply wagon is going to come across the line here. We'll lay these guys down. Gotta say, I've had a whole lot of positive support for this playthrough. Continued to see the views go up and up. That's been cool. Hope that continues in the future. Tell your friends. Yes, yes. Yes, you still have to be able to make the retreat. You gotta be able to keep your guys alive, break contact with the enemy, and live to fight another day. That's part of it, man. That's part of it. Yes, here toward the end of the battle, we've got ourselves a hot cavalry fight here in the woods. These guys are okay. These troopers right here, I'd love to charge right into there. Let's have these boys screening. Would that, yeah, no. Let's get in the woods right here. Let's get involved, by God. This will be the last fight of the day with this cav, most likely out here. Prevent Union cavalry from turning us on this side. Here we go, 51st Alabama Cav. Probably got to slow walk it up here. I'm not sure if we'll be able to make the charge. all in one day, you know. Now I do recall my playthrough of Antietam turned out to be a really bloody one. I went over 11 hours on that, I remember. And I think that one ended up with 16,000 casualties on my side and like something like 24,000 for the Union. That one was a freaking bloodbath. But cheers. Okay, we'll just get back to the fire line, I guess, here. These guys are uneasy, confident and winded. Falling back. These boys uneasy and exhausted. These guys can retreat. 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 We'll try to see if these Yankees want to come through the woods at us. I imagine so. Okay, we're going to let this run a little bit in the background. I need to take a quick bathroom break. That NA beer. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, you didn't hear any of that, did you? I'll have to change that up in the stream. Son of a bitch. Okay, yeah, I muted my mic. So what I was talking about was the dream scenario in Scourge of War is to get everybody with basically like a 6v6. And let's say with Stones River, we did one guy on the Union side is Army Commander plus Cav. And then you'd have a McCook, a Crittenden, and a Thomas. And one guy is in hits, able to command entire corps. And then one guy under that for two guys would be two division commanders, and you'd have them be likely Sheridan and Johnson or Davis under McCook. And then Thomas, since his corps pretty much all just stayed in one place, and Crittenden, since his corps basically all just stayed in one place, could manage their corps in hits. On the Confederate side, you'd have one guy being Bragg and the Cav, and then you would have one guy being McCown, one guy being Claiborne, and one guy being Cheatham. So that makes 4 players, and then you'd have 2 more one would be Polk and one would be Hardy. And then essentially Withers would be left to the AI, Breckenridge would be left to the AI. And I think you could do Stones River if you had a 6-on-6 just like that. But the problem is, and I'm someone who would be a paid shill for the game. I'm not gonna lie, if I could be, I love it that much. But I'm honest about it when I say that the game in a scenario like that where you got a 6-on-6 dream type of situation is that the game tends to crash, and you got to work through that. You got to make sure that you got access to the autosave. You got to make sure it autosaves like once a minute, which also kind of slows down performance for all 12 players. So there's a little bit there that's not been fixed somehow yet. I've played in multiplayer. I have played a totally smooth, no crash experience where it was 2v2. That's something that you can get through without there being crashes. But most of the time, when you get over, a 3v3 is questionable, 4v4 and up is likely to have crashes that you'll have to just kind of overcome. Everybody loads up the right save, gets back on the game, is communicating in Discord or whatever, and you deal with it. That would be the only thing that is kind of an impediment to living out that dream. And again, this is in hits, if you had an actual hits playthrough. So yeah, I got it. It's all in there. All right. The sun will be going down on this one. More cavalry action as Wheeler contends with this remaining Union cavalry advance. Looks like his troops are still in it a little bit. Let's fall on back though. These Yankees aren't letting up the pressure over here. Okay, let's get this sorted a little bit better here, since this is the flank. Let's get some artillery in. But yeah, hits is kind of the way that this game was meant to be played, I would say. I've always believed that. It's the most immersive way to experience the combat of this period that there has ever been. It's the same thing I say about the game being so great in general, even in Godcam mode with no couriers. It just doesn't get any better in terms of immersing yourself in what it might have been like to be a general on the ground in the Civil War and all the and all the challenges that you would face. Because playing in hits, it's a different animal. Yeah, that's a good question. Artemis, I'm not sure. I wonder about that too, man. My understanding is that a lot of the times things aren't quite going right in the game or there's a crash or something. It's because one of the players has modded something into their own version of the game. And so their files are different and, you know, incompatible somehow, some way. And you end up with a game crash, you know, and that's just what happens. And it's just one, you know, it can be just one guy. And then it's like, then everybody's in the chat trying to figure out, okay, which guy is it? And also, what's wrong with his version, you know, with his copy of the game. And so I think what you probably have to do, if I were to use my idiot Neanderthal brain to try and solve this problem, is that I think you'd have to have everybody reinstall their game. Select all the mods that you need. You know, a clean reinstall of the game. Everybody who's going to play agrees. They will do it totally clean, validate, you know, back up the game files in Steam and all that stuff, and reinstall it, and back up the files again. And that you get the right mods, like I was saying, and then you get everybody on, all 6 of you on each side, all 12 total, to start it up and go. And you might have a better shot of there not being... And then the other one is, I think that you would need everybody to not only reinstall the game and get the right mods, but I think they'd need to go to a particular folder there in their documents file. It's like the Scourge of War... it's a particular file that you have to like delete. I think you do that, you do a fresh install, you do a fresh upload of the mods of everybody, and like everybody agrees that they are going to get together, and at this time we are... Withers? Yeah, I don't know too much about him. I think early war he was kind of a, you know, a somebody. I wonder if we'll see the sun go down. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing, really, about the game crashes when in multiplayer. It's really just in multiplayer. I see, you know, I haven't had one game crash in this whole playthrough. So let's go ahead and move these back. I would say we could probably go ahead and speed up time. I don't feel too comfortable doing that with all this going on. Excuse me. These guys continue their retreats. We'll do the same with them. We'll just continue kind of screening these enemy cav as we wind Bind things down. Okay. Pretty sure we're going to end up with 20 minutes on the clock to go. Ooh, did they pull up more guns? Pull up more guns. Okay. And Happy New Year to you, Stoic. Thank you again for all your support, dude. I'm going to throw a pitch out. All you guys who are regulars, we had Preacher step up and so kindly offer his actual monetary support for what I'm doing. And, you know, I couldn't appreciate that. I can't thank anybody enough. If anybody else is thinking of doing something like becoming a member, $2 a month, you know, worth a little perk. You know, you've got a variety of different perks involved with that. You gain a rank in the channel membership. And that's with $2 a month. You get a badge for a rank, and you start gaining XP for higher and higher ranks. You're basically like one of the lieutenants on the channel that definitely is not going to be ignored by me. And there is also, there's another perk in there. You'd have to go check it. You gotta go read about it. So my humble pitch about that is, if you want to just get closer all together here, become a member for as little as $2 a month. You pay $5 a month, and you get early access to videos. You get the Battle Epic video vault, which I've yet to lock. I'm gonna lock it back up again, where all the Battle Epics from the past will be members-only videos. I'd kind of always wanted to do that. I treasure them. And then there's also it's a $20 tier, but that's called the Grognard tier. It's an officers club membership where, you know, we're playing the game, and we're doing a deal where, like, you play me and you beat me, you get your membership feedback. You know, that month, essentially, is kind of what I'm thinking of going with there. So it's a membership program where you've got a $2 tier, $5 tier, then a $20 tier monthly. Recruit veteran Grognard, depending on what you want to get yourself into. And, of course, everybody's support is very deeply appreciated. You guys are helping me live out my dream through a video game, you know, and posting this stuff on YouTube. So it's pretty awesome. Got about 17 minutes left till this one's done. We're going to keep driving our cab over here. Goodness gracious. want to charge. I had been wanting to do this for a little while now. Hopefully these guys will do it. See if we can stem the tide of this dismounted cavalry advance. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, come on. That's funny. Well, I guess they weren't going to charge. Okay. That's fine. Oh, 3rd Kentucky's shaking. Okay. All right, well, I think we might have stopped them. Nasty little cavalry fight over here on the flank to finish things off. Holy moly, look at all this. Goodness gracious. Still holding. Don't see the Yanks moving a whole bunch. They had more here, they had more here, and all in here. They had, looks like, well formed up and everything. Yeah. This wasn't gonna be our fight. After and that, so that was, let me get to a place where there's some more stuff to look at. That's another thing I would talk about too, is that I know that in the real thing, the Rebs on the attack were able to capture something like 30 or 40 cannon as they were rolling forward on the attack through the day. I think that is one thing I probably could have done better in this playthrough, is to try and micro a little bit better on the attack, trying to actually charge at and take cannon. That's why I was trying to do a little bit more when we got started on the stream earlier. So I feel like I didn't quite do well enough like I should have there. But at the same time, when I was trying to do it, the artillerymen are able to limber up the gun and get out of there before your troops can actually get on it. So it seems like there's a little bit of an art to it, where maybe you've got to get the infantry up there, shoot, and then boom, charge. You know, you got to time it right. I don't know. It's tough though. It's tough though, because if they know to limber up and get out of there, then they're just going to know to limber up and get out of there too. So that was something that I probably could have done better in the playthrough, was to capture more of their guns with my infantrymen and be able to turn them on their former users. Although, and that would have been more a function of keeping that artillery out of their hands to use against me, because they still had a whole bunch of artillery that had run away here. I think they still had a number of pieces that had run away into this clump of troops here. So that's one thing I think I would have done better, though, is to try to capture more of their artillery pieces. Take a look over the field here. So if you want to just get a feel for this battle, and how of the absolute expansive devastation and chaos that we civvies never would have been able to see in this time, and that even the photographers of the period weren't probably able to capture as well as they would have liked. Even in and over here, of course. You know, it's just absolutely nuts how deadly all this was. You know, and then, you know, you'd have most of these guys really would be wounded. You'd have movement, guys would be crawling to and fro, and yells would be going up, guys trying to get water out of the wagons nearby or whatever. Men who fell in there, Federals who were holding on the flank. A lot of back and forth fighting way out here. Again, clumps and lines of troops. Heavy fighting along this front. Yeah. That's a lot of sacrifice, man. All right. I think we're about ready. Retreat. That's the last. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move time on, y'all. Move it on. We'll fast forward to a result here. Another battle epic in the books, y'all. Glad to have had as many as, I think, 8 concurrents viewing tonight's finale. Mighty kind of everybody to take an interest. And by the way, the screen's going to come up here. I think it's going to give me a major victory. We'll see. Maybe there's something. Maybe there's something I don't know. I do. That option is on. All dead bodies. That's all of them. Everything you saw there. So yeah, they're going to call it a major victory, but while I'd love to take that, that sure didn't feel like a major victory. It sure didn't look that much like a major victory to me. I think you'd probably say the same thing. So let's score it the way that I had been thinking of scoring it. We'll save the replay. That's fine. Let's go back to the battle. Let's get into the map. Oh, here we have Bragg and Polk conferring about what the next moves maybe should be. But what I was looking at was scoring for me those victory points for here, here, these two, this one, this, there were 2 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 800, then the Harding House is 900. And then what was this? Something like 610 for holding on to this. Oh, and I had the right, but that was kind of more for the Union. So call it 1,500 points for ground that I took and held. 1,500 points overall. All right, now you've got the casualties, which I'm underwater on by about, what is that, 2,500? Right? Yeah. So my score at the end would have been about negative 1,000. So what is negative 1,000? Let's quit, or actually let's we'll save it, just because maybe we'll want to come back over it. So negative 1,000 would come out to be, First Army, a major defeat. So there you have it, man. A major defeat at the Battle of Stones River for my Confederate Army of Tennessee. Bragg, unfortunately, will be forced to retreat in disgrace. That's too bad. Let's load the game back up real quick. I want to look at some other stats. Let's look at let's end battle. Let's take a look. Let's look in on the stats from the battle here, and let's see how we are left here. General Braxton Bragg, Polk Hardy. All right. He now has 10,000 men remaining. That's a goodly amount. Breckinridge still has 7,500 troops. That's who's left. Claiborne. So he took 3,900 casualties from 7,500 original. Comes out to about 3,500 men remaining. So obviously you've got close to 2,000 who are hidden out in the fields, routed, right? So he'll have a division of about 3,500 troops remaining once they find everybody. McCown lost about half his strength. He should have another 1,500 or so men out there. That's Hardy's corps. Polk, way down from his original strength, as you can see right here. Wow. But he should have, so right now he's got about 5,000 men remaining. Withers' division is just absolutely wrecked. Cheatham's same. But each still has roughly 2,500 fighting men, so that's actually not terrible. So they'd be able to get away pretty well. And they've got what? Got about 8,000 or so fighting men left in Polk's whole corps. So you'd have a corps of about 8,000 or so, another corps of about 10,000 or so, with the cav left over. That's a weak army leaving the scene of this battle. Major defeat indeed, I would say. McCook, let's see how the Union Corps all did. Rosecrans overall, it's now got 28,000 men. And by the way, how many fighting men did I have left? 15. So I was outnumbered quite a bit there, yeah, at the end. So he still had 28,000 men left from an original strength of 47,000. I would say McCook's corps probably got hit the hardest. Yeah, it took 7,000 of those casualties. That's big time. Thomas took about 2,700 casualties. That's That's quite a bit. Crittenden also took about 2,500 casualties. His corps is the strongest left on the field for the Union. McCook's corps is very weak with an original strength over 17,000. And they'll be down to roughly 10,000. They've got about 4,500 or so out hiding in the crops somewhere. Davis's division is almost gone. Johnson's still ran off at the very beginning. Wow. Sheridan. Oh, wow. Now, Sheridan was wrecked. Wrecked. Holy smokes. Thomas. Now, who got hit the hardest? Negley? Yeah, Negley got hit hard. Fry, too. Interesting. Rosso, he didn't get hit too hard. Okay, so there you have the Battle of Stones River right there, man. That's too cool. I'm going to have a lot of memories from this one. And we've got a lot of work to do to try to put together the actual Battle Epic, well-produced, edited-up version of all of these live streams. So I'll be doing that in the background as well. Fear not, we are not done with Scourge of War by any stretch. This was something I wanted to make sure that I got done right here around the anniversary of this battle. So we'll go forward. We'll pop the hood on some more of that Antietam DLC content. I'll probably commit a little bit more time and thought to some more tutorial type videos and try to put together some good stuff for you guys. And I'm eager in just terms of raw gameplay of getting back to my Grand Tactician campaign. We've reached a point where we're kind of moving into wintertime, 1862-63 in the Union side. And I've had some ideas about how to continue with that campaign. There's a lot I have in mind, like there's reorgs and there's movement of troops, maybe some coastal stuff. All kinds of things I've been thinking about that I want to get back to and kind of tinker around with. There's stuff with the navies that I feel like I haven't done enough of. Government funding things are coming up soon there in that Grand Tactician campaign. So we'll probably, in the next stream coming up this weekend, we'll be getting back to Grand Tactician most likely. And we'll try to do a good long stream and have everybody hang out doing that night. That'll be fun. Probably Saturday night is what I'm thinking. And then through next week, kind of bing bang back and forth, Grand Tactician, Scourge of War, like I've been doing. Probably keep up a rate of where I'm doing 3 streams a week. And try to produce the long form video content for you guys that I spit out in the YouTube channel each and every day. Hope to see plenty more of you guys. Appreciate everybody who's come along for this ride for the Battle of Stones River. I do hope if you've become a subscriber because of this experience that you stick with us. I'm going to keep this rolling, and I'm going to try to keep my creative energy behind everything that I do here too. So hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, hype the videos and the streams. Feel free to comment as well. That helps us grow alternate history gaming. I am your humble and gracious player host, Bank60s, and I thank you all once again. You guys have a good new year.